Hey, welcome to Makeup. I've been away overseas in a tropical country. I've been to Indonesia and I just got back a couple of days ago. And what I'm appreciating about being back in the winter weather is these lovely winter colours. So I'm going to do a look with a really matte skin and a rich, like mahogany red, and then a really neutral peachy eye. So let's give that a go. Now, while I was away in Indonesia, I found some Makeup Forever foundation in 135, which I'm super excited about because I haven't found it in Australia before. And I also bought myself a Makeup Forever buffing brush, which just, well, I'll show you what it does, but I love it. It's fantastic. So I'm going to take my foundation brush and put a little bit of that Makeup Forever foundation on. I've already moisturized and primed my skin. And then I take my buffing brush and buff it into the skin. All the way around. Now, I have got barely any of that Makeup Forever professional makeup. By the way, I didn't think I said it's the high definition range. And I've got barely any on, and it's just such a flawless coverage. I love it. So the buffing brush, you just really buff it into your skin so you never look clogged up with makeup. And I'm going to leave that to set for a little bit, and then I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. So I've got my BH Cosmetics 120 Colours Palette eyeshadow, and I'm going to take this peach colour here, and with an eyeshadow brush, that's going to go all over the lid and up to this over the socket line, because I'm going to give my next colour something to blend with. Now I'm going to take this medium brown right here, and taking a nice soft socket brush, that is going to just run through my socket line. And the trick to this neutral eye is really good blending. I'm also going to take that colour and run it under my eye, all the way along. So that brown is really just to give some depth through the socket line there. And when you're placing it under the eye, you can make it quite wide so it can go quite far down, if you can see that. That's all the powder you're using on the eye. So next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm using my Karaja eyebrow pencil too. Now it's not a heavy eyebrow look, so I'm only going to run a little bit through, just some fine lines. And just lightly through the ends. And brush that through to make it all even. I'm not really reshaping my brows, I'm going with how they normally are, just filling them in a little. And next I'm going to take my brown mascara in Lash Lift Express and just pull the hairs up a little. Next I'm going to curl my lashes. And using the same brown mascara on the bottom lashes. It's not a heavy eyes look, it's really all about the lips, so that mascara doesn't have to go on very heavy, but all the way through. So moving on to the rest of the face, I'm just going to take a little bit of my Fluid Camouflage concealer. I don't need much, I think the foundation gives such a nice coverage. Dot that under the eyes, maybe around the chin a little where I've got some marks, and around the nose. And blend that in with my concealer brush. I want this to be a really matte look, so I'm using my Karaja Unicake palette, number 5, and taking my soft powder brush, I'm just going to powder that down. Done. And for the cheeks, so I have my Karaja face palette here. I want it to be a bit more pale and interesting, so I think I'm going to just use these really light colours here. So using that darker brown and my blush brush, I'm just going to work a tiny bit of it into the back of the cheeks. And the lighter pink, my other brush, pressed into the apple of my cheek. Just a really light blush. And now come the lips, which are the impact piece of the whole look. So I have a Karaja lip liner in number 5. I'm going to colour in my entire lip with that as step 1. I'll go slightly outside the line because I have thin lips, and because this is all about the lips, we'll make them a bit more fun. And everyone's face is asymmetrical, so if your lips are really asymmetrical, just even them out with lip liner. Pretend they're not. Next I'm going to take my Karaja Perfect Lip Liner in number 2, which is a really dark brown, and that is going to colour in the outer third of my lips. So leaving the centre more of that maroon. So you can see that it's darker towards the edges and lighter as it gets in there at the middle. And to finish that off, I'm just going to take my Karaja Rouge Cream lipstick in number 85, which is quite a nice red. And I think I'll put that over the whole thing. I'll start by just putting it in the middle, see if it needs it. Yeah, I'll put that over the whole lip. You could leave it like that. I think I'm also going to take a bit of Crystal Gloss in number 11, which is a nice deep red. And just dab that in the centre of the lips. So that's your completed look. It's pretty simple really, just a fairly neutral eye and not much in the way of blush, but it's all about those beautiful dramatic lips, and I think they're very sultry and I love the different levels to that. So I hope you found that easy, and I think that's a nice look for winter. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye!